Let's go ahead and run through 5 3D printing business ideas that you can get started right now and that other people are successfully chasing down. The very first option, 3D printed pill bottles. Pill bottles are actually a very viral type of product that look really good and can be really cool. We have designed a couple and there's a lot more out there, but if you are a CAD designer who can make something satisfying and interesting, a 3D printed pill box is actually a really good idea. And there are multiple people who are selling thousands of these currently with 3D printed designs. So if you have something unique that can help lay out a 7-day pill bottle, that is something that has a lot of demand and a lot of interest on social media right now. Number 2, fishing reels. Portable, compact hand fishing reels. Crystal Creek is a company that chased these down and they made really good, really well designed fishing reels. Now, if you wanted to introduce into that space, you could add different accessories to them. You could make different styles for maybe like a kid style or adult style or the rugged or the backpacking or the lightweight. There's all kinds of ways to differentiate yourself in that way in order to create a product that is really unique and really interesting and is not the same as what other folks have done before. So if you want to get into fishing reels and outdoors, that's great. It also sets you up to create all kinds of interesting new accessories around camping as time goes by and you can design more stuff. Number 3, end caps for desks. Now this sounds mundane, but if you are ever at an office and you have a hole drilled in a chunk of your wooden desk that just has cords running through it, you can organize that hole. You can make it look nice. You can make it look like a cactus. You can do something interesting or cool with it to where the caps, those covers, these organizers around the desk can look way more interesting and also be bespoke because sometimes those holes aren't around and the cap that should go into it just doesn't exist anymore. This is a really good option for like commercial use to where you can realize, oh, my company has all these desks with all these little caps that are getting broken off and they can't get replacements for them anymore. I can make like 1,000 of them and sell them back to my company for them in order to make a little bit of side money. Number 4, fire starter kits. Now this is back in the camping gear a little bit, but fire starter kits are actually something that allows you to integrate kind of third-party parts and the 3D printed pieces. You can make a really neat package to hold some matches, some fire starts, some flint, that kind of stuff, so that people can take them on camping trips and have it laid out exactly how they want to. Campers and hikers are very specific about how they organize their stuff. So making custom containers for that stuff is a really good way to create a high margin 3D printing business and a way to flex your design chops. And last but not least, number 5 are desk organizers. Again, coming back to the caps. But if you have a desk in general, you need pencil cups, you need places for your sticky notes, you need places for your pens, maybe a place to stand your phone. If you have an artistic bone in your body to where you're good at industrial design and you want to design something like just an organizer and that kind of stuff and mess with textures and styles and colors, this is a really good type of product in order to both practice and build a portfolio if you're wanting to go get a job, but you can also sell them because you can design them in the styles of the individual. You're designing for one single person when you do organizers for a desk because they're meant to be seen. You might actually make it be a vase or a planter, and then you also have a pencil cup on the side. There's so many directions to move with this, and so long as you can demonstrate it clearly, you can get a lot of organic traffic to it if you're selling it on Etsy or someplace else. So it can be a really good product to move into. And with all of these, it's important to remember that you do not have to pack and ship the boxes anymore. If you want to, you can plug all of these into a service like Teleport, where you just match up a 3D model to your Etsy listing so that when somebody orders your product, it is printed and shipped directly to them without you ever having to touch the box. You get to use a giant print farm to produce all these parts for you so that you can focus on designing new awesome stuff or getting more customers and making great content. All of that is possible without you having to actually run a print farm yourself and understand how shipping works. Have a great day, everybody.